Bear. Bear. Such a cute boy. Once he laid down, I released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kibble one at a time, rewarding him for having it down. But this dance starts off by teasing him like I have something. As long as he holds the stay of a sit, and then I can reward him with a down. All this gets ignored. You're so cute over there. So at this point, like, I wouldn't make eye contact with him, just looking away. Once he becomes quiet, offers a sit, starts barking, I look away. After he was quiet for a moment, then bring the treat back to the ground. If he lays down, I release one treat, second treat, third treat, set back up. If he holds that down, come back for fourth, fifth, and sixth treat. Tease him a little bit. If he holds that down, come back, give him another 2, 3 little pieces of kibble. Crinkle the bag, pretend to eat, shift your weight in your seat. If he held that down, I would have given him a treat because he started going off. I ignore him. He gives me a bit of silence. Then we start back up, bring the treat to the ground. At this point, now that he's coming down to it a little bit more naturally, I can start including the word down. So the reason to give him 2 or 3 treats, not just one, is to build this I'm gonna lay down and I'm going to stay down, rather than lay down and then pop back up, lay down and then pop back up. This rewards the behavior of a prolonged down, stay in position, and the treats will become more timed apart. Right now, because he's a puppy, we don't time the treats any more than like 5 to 10 seconds apart. He holds it, gets distracted by something, looks back, gets another. I'm giving treats down low, not up high. If I give it to up high, he's going to want to go up for them. You want to maintain this like downward position in treats. Such a good man. From here, you could even start to incorporate stays, telling him to stay. Then see if you can shift with your seat, stand up. I'm giving him treats for noticing my movements, but not getting up. This will become a big contrast when he does make a mistake. Stay and gets up. The amount of reinforcement and how quickly, the rate of reinforcement and how quickly he's getting it will drop drastically once he starts to make a mistake. Right now he's winning pretty quickly, getting one kibble at a time. Stay. I'm not saying stay during his stays. I'm just saying stay one time between shifting my body, moving it around, between giving him treats. This is a new exercise. Stay. Shimmy shammy your feet around. Walk a little bit away from him. Come back to him. Reward him for that session with 1 or 2 treats, maybe 3 if it's been longer or you walked away. Next session, stay. It's going to be more difficult. I'm going to walk away from him, and he's going to have to turn and look in the other direction, which is really good. He gets a treat for that. Now, the next session, stay. Walk further away from him. I guess he saw all that happen. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of kibble. The further that you go away, stay. There's 1 treat worth, 2 treats worth, now it's 3 treats worth, now it's 4 treats worth, now it's 5 treats worth, now it's 6 treats worth, now it's 7 treats worth. I come back and I feed him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for all that work. Stay. Start to incorporate little distractions when he's ready. So you drop this onto the ground if he doesn't go for it. You pick it back up, you come back to him, give him 1, 2, 3, 4 worth of treats. Yeah, there's not a math to it. It's just you notice that it's a more difficult behavior. You want to pay adequately for it. You'll reset your body. Doing shakes now, is that what we're doing? If you do want to teach him a shake, hold the treat below his chin, getting him a little bit frustrated. He's like, I'm just gonna do it down. Getting him a little bit frustrated, so he manipulates your hand with his paw. Like you saw how he just lifted his paw a little bit. I'll take that. And then close the treats in my hand. Take that little paw lift. Give him 1 kibble. Let's see if we can lift that paw and make contact. So the treat is in there, but he can't get it. He can barely lick it. Nibbles on the hand a little bit. I keep my hand relatively still. You don't want to give the treat when he's nibbling your hand, because that would just reward the nibble. I want to reward that right there. And you just do that a couple of times. Only rewarding a couple of kibble in the hand, closed, underneath his chin. There you go. Reward that. Do it again. Reward that. Do it again. Reward that. Come down underneath the chin. Reward that. Next, you'll catch it with nothing in your hands. Come down, catch that paw. Other hand comes in and gives him a treat. You got yourself a shake. You got yourself a shake. A little chocolate milkshake. It's okay to go back to a couple of treats in the hand if he just kind of forgets. But you want to go back to nothing in the hand. Pretend like you're holding treats, catch that paw, your other hand comes in and gives him a treat. You can see he's practicing this in a down. You can also do this in a sit. But I don't want him to start pawing you unless you ask. Shake. I don't want you to reward him pawing at you when you're eating, because that's going to be a part of a begging behavior. Sit up, treat right by the nose, like a magnet lifting him up. Puppy push-ups. Down, nothing in my hand, point to the ground. He lays down, he gets a treat. If he's not doing that, then move two treats being in your hand. Hand waving above the head, sit up. Okay, that's a little cute. I'm going to take that. Okay, sit up. And we'll treat for the sit up. That's how you get a puppy to lay down if he's already in a down position. You get him to sit, you get him to move down. So you say the word first, then the hand movement. Sit up. Okay, I'll take that. See, he's problem solving. He's trying to figure it out. And if he does something cute in the middle of training, reward him for it. So it's part of his repertoire. Oh, you're so cute. So this right here too, how much of his body is off of the bed, I would really try to contain him further onto the bed so he knows the behavior is full body on the bed. Oh, you get back here. So to do that, if he is ever facing in the wrong direction, you can take treats, realign him down. Now he's fully on the bed. So try practicing with him being fully on the bed, and being halfway on the bed is not good enough. Reposition him. If you get him laying down, for example, you say down, and he's halfway off the bed, feed him in the position where he would be on the bed. So feed him towards the middle of the bed, release the treats here, and he is on the bed fully when you are releasing those pieces of kibble. Tell him to stay. So this is something that you would be able to practice with him during your meal times. So you eating is the distraction that he is performing the stay with. You sure you don't want it? This is all I got. Okay. So since he got up, I wouldn't consider that a success, but a failure. So I get him back, I reset him, get him back into position. No treats are given. Tell him to stay, walk away, do something similar or easier. Then, while he's holding the correct position, come back. Once you are all the way back to him, go in for the treats and release those treats into his mouth, like that. So you're eating, and he's performing this right next to you. You can always take a treat, tell him he's free, take the treat and bowl it off of the bed. So then you can tell him to go bed. You can reward this sit with the down position treat release, or you can wait for him to perform a down himself. Right now I'm not looking at him in the eyes, I'm looking at the corner of the bed. Sometimes when we look at dogs in the eyes, we kind of freeze them in the behavior that they're doing. I'm looking at the corner of the bed to get him to continue to try new things. He performs the behavior, I come in and I release the treats. This is that two-way communication, you know. If you give them the eye contact, you're giving them eye contact usually when they perform a good behavior, when they're done with the behavior. So if you give them eye contact while you're waiting for something, they kind of get frozen in the, well, I've done what you've asked me for. So just keep practicing this. You can use whatever word you want. We had a dog named Queenie, and we called going into her crate, go to your chambers. You can call this place, you can call this chill out, you can call this on your couch, you can call this whatever you'd like it, but you practice him staying on the bed during distractions of what happens when you drop something. If he goes after it, you're going to be picking it up before he gets there. If he doesn't go after it, like drop your napkin by accident, drop your fork by accident, you know, drop things by accident, and if he goes for it, you are always going to be faster. You're going to ignore this behavior. There's only one, you know, spot in town during meal times, and that's, look how brilliant you are, reading my mind, reading my eyes. You can start calling this whatever behavior you want it to become. You would say this before he is already on it. So in this example, telling him free, we're practicing stays. This is what I like about double dipping. Double dip when you can with practicing on his bed, on a towel, on something that you want to consider later a bed. Practicing downs, practicing stays will start to imply a stay behavior within that go to your bed behavior. So later on, you won't have to tell him stay. You just tell him to go to his place, and that already implies a stay until you are released. You are told free. You can go and get the kibble. Once he's done eating, you can call this, for example, let's call it bed. I don't need to say good boy or praise him in the middle of the training. I want to make the words that he is hearing very consistent, the same. I don't want to give him too much information to overload him, so I'm only saying the word bed, 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 or go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. I'm not saying go bed, good boy, who's my handsome man, and all this. That can be reserved to the end of training. Take little breaks. Training should be 1 to 5 minutes. Work with him, give him a little petting break, give him a chance to go get some water, and then you can go right back to training. Or you can be like, okay, we did our 1 to 3 to 5 minute little training session. Now I'm gonna go back to doing my thing. All right, then you're like free. All right, see you, buddy. You can do what you're doing. You release your dog to free, to let them know that like you're all done. You're such a good girl. Bear, come. You get them off the bed. I just don't want them to continue to work and kind of be ignored. So I really want to kind of be like, okay, we're off duty now, dude. You can say bed. So I'm not looking at him in the eyes, I'm looking at the bed. There we go. If you want him to relax more and he's very much in this sphinx-like position, and I want him to roll onto one side or another, like he's now naturally picked to that hip, you can feed towards that hip, or if I wanted for him to roll onto the other hip, I feed towards the elbow / rib cage. Now, get him there. again, going towards the other will get him going this way. And if this looks very close to a rollover, it very much is, and get him just to follow those treats and follow those treats and a little bit more, and there you go. There you go, you gotta go over the hump. You gotta go over the hump, buddy. How about this way? You just get him to follow. You'll get a rollover. Right now the bed's... Alright, come over here. We'll do a quick rollover. Right here. Free. You're free. So we go from a sit into a down. Now to one elbow, one side or the other. You get one treat. There you go. There we go. There we go. You can go the other way. Down. You're so goofy. Down. Go towards the other way. You can feed him along the way. So here's one kibble, here's another. Just watch the way that his body is rolling. Sit. Down. And start saying the word once you're very fluid with your actions. There you go, almost. I would recommend feeding him along the way, otherwise he ends up giving up. So feed him here again, feed him here again, feed him here again, and then he completes the rollover. You're such a smarty patootie. Yes, you are. Well, my handsome man, should we go practice outside a little bit? Come here. Sit. Bed. You have to be patient. It's like fishing for the right behavior. Once you are ready, you reward it. Or once you see it. But you're patient. You don't keep telling them down, down, down. You don't tell them bad, bad, bad. You let them go through this learning process to understand what is the incorrect behaviors. Which ones are the wrong ones. Which ones won't get them anything. Barking. Right? That's something that you won't get anything from me. Good man. Want some water? You'll get the rest of these later. You're so cute. You're such a cutie.